The biography continued. After several aimless years of debauchery and gambling in Moscow and St. Petersburg, Tolstoy journeyed to the Caucasus in 1851 to join his brother Nikolai, an army lieutenant participating in the Caucasus campaign. The following year, Tolstoy officially enlisted in the military, and in 1854 he became a commissioned officer in the artillery, serving first on the Danube and later in the Crimean War. Although his sexual escapades and gambling during this period shocked even his fellow soldiers while in the army, that it was here that Tolstoy began his literary apprenticeship. He was greatly influenced by the works of Charles Dickens. Tolstoy wrote Childhood, his first novel. It was published under a pseudonym in September 1852 and in a St. Petersburg journal called Contemporary. The book received favorable reviews, earning the praise of Turgenev and overnight establishing Tolstoy as a major writer. Over the next years, he contributed to several novels and short stories about military life to this publication, The Contemporary, including Boyhood in 1854, 3 Sevastopol Stories, 1855 through 1856, 2 Hussars, 1856, and Youth in 1857. In 1856, Tolstoy left the army and went to live in St. Petersburg, where he was much in demand in fashionable salons. He quickly discovered, however, that he disliked the life of a literary celebrity. He often quarreled with fellow writers, and soon departed on his first trip to Western Europe. Upon returning, he produced the story 3 Deaths and the short novel Family Happiness. Both were published in 1859. Afterward, Tolstoy decided to abandon literature in favor of more useful pursuits. He retired to his estate to manage and establish a school there for the education of the children of the serfs. In 1860, he again traveled abroad in order to observe European, especially German, educational systems. He later published Yasnaya Polyana, a journal expounding on his theories of educational pedagogy. The following year, he was appointed as arbiter of the peace to settle disputes between newly emancipated serfs and their former masters. But in July 1862, the police raided the school for evidence of subversive activity. The search elicited an indignant protest from Tolstoy directly to Alexander II, who officially exonerated him.